Chapter 1. I am the sole heir of the divine clan. You wish to annul our engagement? In the eastern wilderness domain, within the Sioux residence. Young master, dire news. The young lady of the Liu family has arrived to annul the engagement. A charming maid rushed into the study, breathless. Annul the engagement? Upon hearing this news, the young man seated at the desk sprang to his feet with startling suddenness. Dressed in pristine white, his features were strikingly handsome, with sword-like brows and starry eyes, yet his expression was laced with bewilderment. Have I traversed into another realm? And I am met with the melodrama of an engagement annulment? As Suyu sorted through the memories flooding his mind, he gradually accepted the reality of his transmigration. The original owner of this body was also named Suyu, a young man hailed as the most exceptional talent in Qingcheng. Not only was he extraordinarily gifted, but the Su family also ranked among the 3 great families of Qingcheng, a position of immense prestige. However, despite such favorable circumstances, the original owner had squandered his fortune. Possessing a promising future, he nevertheless chose to act as a sycophant to the Liu family's eldest daughter, Liu Shuyan. He showered her with treasures and elixirs daily. Upon learning that Liu Shuyan wished to join the Xianling sect, he even resorted to stealing clan treasures to enhance her constitution. These efforts culminated in Liu Shuyan, once a waste, being elevated to the body establishment realm. Yet, as soon as Liu Shuyan successfully entered the Xianling sect, she severed all ties with the original owner. On the very day that was meant to celebrate their union, she abruptly reversed her decision to annul the engagement. A surge of unnameable fury welled up within Suyu. He understood that this was the original owner's resentment being stirred. Do not fret, you may depart with peace of mind. I shall avenge you. Ding! At that moment, a melodious voice resonated in Suyu's ears. The ultimate villain system has been activated. System introduction. By continuously plundering the fortunes of the fated sons and daughters, one may accumulate villain points. These points can be exchanged for enhancements to one's physique, techniques, and divine artifacts, or directly used to elevate one's cultivation. Having successfully activated the system, Suyu acquired the Eye of Disillusionment, capable of detecting the great fated beings in his vicinity. System. After swiftly scanning through the system panel, Suyu could hardly suppress a smile. With this villain system, would the fated sons and daughters not fall easily into his grasp? However, in a small place like Qingcheng, where shall I find these great fated beings? Suyu furrowed his brow, murmuring to himself. Before he could finish, the system suddenly presented prompt. Detected a memory lock within the host. The system is automatically extracting memories. Name, Suyu. Cultivation, 5th layer of body, establishment. Physique, void sword body sealed. Remarks, son of the clan leader of the Imperial Su family, sent to the lower realm for training due to clan regulations. What? I had no idea the original owner had another identity. Suyu was both surprised and delighted. The Imperial Su family hailed from the upper realm, a place coveted by all in this world. As a most ancient and mysterious family of the upper realm, the Su family had a tradition of sending young clan members to the lower realm for tempering. As the son of the clan leader, Suyu is naturally endowed with one of the 10 supreme physiques of antiquity, the Void Sword Body. How do I unlock my physique? Ding! According to system calculations, it requires the expenditure of 100,000 villain points to fully unlock. A subtle smile crept upon Suyu's lips. Noticing that he had been standing in a daze, the maid beside him waved her hand before his eyes. Young master? Oh no, has the shock driven the young master to madness? Chui, lead the way, let us see what is truly happening. Suyu took a step forward, playfully patting her backside as he exited the room. Smack! Young master, you naughty boy. Chui's face flushed crimson as she dashed out of the room. Teasing a maid who had harbored feelings for him for years. Villain points 500. What? This can also earn me villain points? Ha ha ha. We are indeed kindred spirits, my dear system. Suyu felt a surge of excitement within. 2.5 minutes later, in the Su family's grand courtyard, the council hall. As Suyu stepped inside, the system prompt echoed in his mind once more. Detected the presence of a great fated being nearby. Name, Liu Shuyan. Cultivation, 3rd layer of body establishment. Physique, None. Remarks. Having been the object of affection of the host's original self for years, she has absorbed a small portion of fortune over time, now regarded as the destined daughter of this realm. Oh, I did not expect to find a great, fated being so swiftly. How fortuitous that she is an old adversary. This should make things more seamless when I take action. Su Ye's gaze instantly locked onto the striking young woman standing proudly at the center of the council hall. She donned a gown of goose yellow, her lustrous black hair elegantly styled in a simple bun adorned with a jade hairpin. Her delicate, oval face radiated brilliance, her skin as pure as snow, and her brows bore an expression of faint impatience. At that moment, Lu Xuyan was in a standoff with Su Hanzhan, the head of the Su family. Why has Su Yu not yet arrived? Is he attempting to delay with such tactics? Do not delude yourself. How could I, in my current state, be a match for a mere mortal like him? Lu Xuyan replied coldly. Upon hearing this, even Su Hanzhan, who was skilled in the art of restraint, could not hide his fury, his countenance turning ashen. Lady Lu, the betrothal gifts have already been delivered to your family. Now, all the prominent figures of Qingcheng are eagerly awaiting to partake in your wedding banquet. At such a crucial juncture, you dare to speak of annulling the engagement? Su Hanzhan's tone was laced with barely concealed anger. The Lu family was already inferior to the Su family, and Lu Xuyan, despite her beauty, was utterly lacking in substance. Were it not for Su Ye's genuine affection, he would never have consented to this union. Now, the engagement, which had been sought after by the Lu family, was being repudiated an utter absurdity. Lu Xuyan sneered. I shall make this clear. The Su family shall annul this engagement whether you wish to or not. With that, she cast a glance toward the steward of the Xiantian sect beside her. Ah, I am aware that the head of the Su family is aggrieved. Chun Lifeng stepped forward with a cold smirk. This matter is under the directive of the Daozi of the Xiantian sect. Surely, the head of the Su family does not wish to go against the will of the Daozi? Daozi? Upon hearing this, Su Hanzhan's face flickered with astonishment. The onlookers from the Su family widened their eyes in disbelief. The elder was so startled that he nearly dropped his teacup, shards scattering across the floor. Though the Su family held a position of power in Qingcheng, the Xiantian sect was the dominant force in the entire eastern wilderness domain. To think that this matter could involve the Daozi of the Xiantian sect. Lu Xuyan reveled in the reaction of those present. A mere Su Yu was hardly worthy of her status as a proud daughter of heaven. Compared to Xian Bubi, Su Yu is nothing but a waste. With this thought, Lu Xuyan raised her chin even higher, disdainfully declaring, I have now soared to greatness. I hope the head of the Su family is wise enough to recognize this. You. Su Hanzhan clutched his chest, clearly pushed to the brink of fury. Just as he was about to voice his anger, he was interrupted by the sudden entrance of Su Yu. Father, do not waste your breath. How could you convey reason to a dog? Insulting the fiancée he had pursued for 8 years. Villain points 500. Su Yu, how dare you insult me? Lu Xuyan, initially taken aback, quickly grasped the implication of Su Ye's words, her expression shifting to disbelief. She was momentarily stunned. Was this still the Su Yu who had previously fawned over her unconditionally? No, no, no. Su Yu shook his head slightly, stepping forward to confront Lu Xuyan. Lu Xuyan raised an eyebrow. Even if you beg me now, I will never change my mind. Have you misunderstood something? Su Yu looked down upon her, a look of disdain upon his face. To call you a dog would be an affront to dogs. At least they possess gratitude, whereas you are even inferior to a dog. Turning against his fiancée with harsh words, villain points 500. You. Lu Xuyan's eyes widened in shock. What of it? Did you not wish to annul the engagement? I shall grant you that. Let us dissolve our vows now. As Su Yu spoke, he retrieved the engagement document from Su Hanzhan's grasp. Then, with a cold smile, he added, however, if the engagement is to be nullified, then the betrothal gifts must be returned. And all the treasures I offered you over the years, the Lingxi jade pendant, the Dao God mirror, the Xianwang armor. Oh, and by the way, your current phoenix bone body was also enhanced using clan treasures. Let us consider it a small loss on my part, and I shall merely extract all your bone marrow as repayment. Realm divisions, body establishment, core formation, infant transformation, spirit awakening, pinnacle ascension, divine powers, divine abode, divine platform, divine palace, sage, great sage, sage king, sage emperor supreme, great emperor, true God, God king, God sovereign, God emperor. What can you do? Divine powers cannot defy fate. As an ant, how could you comprehend the profundities of divine arts? In my eyes, you are nothing but a 3-year-old child wielding a great sword.